to all the witnesses that are here today. I want to begin with an idea, an opportunity. I think that's not just near and dear to me, important for the state of California, but can be critical, pun intended, for the country. Just last year, the Department of Energy announced the results of the most comprehensive analysis to date, quantifying the domestic lithium resources in California's Salton Sea region. The analysis confirms what we've known in California for a long time now, that the Salton Sea region has significant potential as a domestic source of critical minerals to reduce our reliance on minerals from foreign countries, particularly China. So it's a matter of both economic opportunity and national security. My question is for Ms. Beyer. What is your plan to develop domestic sources of lithium and ensure that we're not reliant on foreign sources?
Senator, thank you for the question. I agree with you 100%. We have to be very focused as a country on developing our own critical minerals to secure our supply chain and make us less dependent on other countries for those minerals. If I am confirmed and oversee that mining process at the office at OSMRE, while that's primarily around coal, I will do everything within the power of the ASLM to ensure that we can mine effectively and get America ahead on that process. We know that we're behind, and it is incredibly dangerous, specifically with regard to China.
Well, I think your chances of getting confirmed are pretty darn good. So let me jump into some specifics and into the weeds here. If confirmed, would you commit that brining as a means of extraction would be included in any administrative action to incentivize the domestic supply of critical minerals?
Sir, since I've not been in the building and I haven't been fully briefed on that, I can't say specifically what I would support, but I look forward to learning more about it. I hope to get in the building soon and to be able to get into the weeds of that.
Good. Well, I look forward to being part of that education coming up to speed, and would certainly ask that you work with California leaders to advance brining and other opportunities in the Lithium Valley region of California. My next questions are directed at Dr. Travnicek. First, congratulations again on your nomination. Before we begin, I just wanted to confirm one thing. You're currently working as a senior advisor at the department, correct?
Senator, that's correct.
Okay, so if you've watched any of the confirmation hearings for your colleagues that have come through this committee, I'm sure you've heard me talk about our work in recent years to establish and to expand national monuments in California in recent years. And as I've talked about here in committee, and as I've raised with the Secretary directly, repeatedly, in person and on the phone and during his confirmation, the landscapes that I'm referring to have little or no energy or mineral potential. We were very, we worked to establish the boundaries very precisely with a mind to that. By the way, these monuments enjoy tremendous, literally overwhelming support in California across the board. And I raise that because I'd hate for it to see, I don't believe these monuments, new and expanded, fit really into this right-sizing effort that I'm hearing about the administration discussing when it comes to national monuments. So I'd like to know, have you been part of the discussions at the department to date in terms of the right-sizing of national monuments or the review process for protected landscapes for energy or mineral potential?
So Senator, as a senior advisor, I have been working on different executive orders and secretary orders that have come before the department. As it relates to this one, I have not been specifically involved.
Okay, well, if and when you do become involved, engagement with stakeholders is critical for this and in all processes. And as far as we can tell, we're hearing about a review, we're hearing these monuments may be on the list, may not be on the list, maybe they are on the list. but the folks on the ground, the very leaders that advocated for the establishment and the expansion of these monuments have not been consulted. So I would ask that you commit to, again, if and when you become involved with this, to commit to true engagement with local leaders, both sides of the aisle, Democrats and Republicans, tribal leaders, conservationists, and others, as part of any so-called review. And I would further ask that you commit, just as the first Trump administration did, if there's going to be a suggested reconfiguration of the boundaries, that it be made public and a public comment period or an opportunity for public input be allowed before any final actions are taken. Can you commit to that as a good faith process with the public?
So Senator, if confirmed, I am committed to working with you and others that might have feedback related to that. As discussed, there are executive orders and secretarial orders, and it will be a different bureaus that'll be working on that versus the ones that I will be involved with, but I would bring any of those concerns and commitment to working with those colleagues that might be working on that initiative.
Okay, thank you very much.
Senator Gaines.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Beyer, the BLM's